I want to go into a little bit about why I decided to buy this rack of costumes. This will be the first entry into what kind of goes into my mind when I look at things, and what you should be thinking about when you're out looking at things as well. Um, okay, getting right into it. When you see something that you're thinking about buying, you have to think about a few things. First is, what is the amount of space that you have that you put your things? If you have a basement, if you have a garage, if you just have a big place with many rooms, if you're that lucky, um, you can pretty much get just about anything you see. If you have a small apartment and you're living with somebody and space is at a premium, you really have to be picky with what you get. So space to me is the number one thing. Okay, so looking at a rack of costumes doesn't take too much space for most places. Um, Second thing is timing. Um, Halloween is coming up when I saw this. I think I saw this um, at the end of September or middle of September. So, of course, perfect timing, right? You don't want to buy a rack of costumes after Halloween unless you plan on holding on to them for at least a year. The other thing, too, is, of course, how much money you have to spend on things. I put into my mind trying to get this whole rack of costumes for at least $100 or less should be a good thing. Just based on my previous experience with selling costumes, I figured I could get at least $10 per costume. And of course, not all of them are going to sell. So I'm just going to roll right into how much I paid for this, which was $85. And I'm going to go through the sales up until Halloween and see how we did. Let's do it. Okay, let's take a break before all these cha-chings drive us nuts. So I just want to go over real quick the ease of sending these things. This is another thing that you have to think about when you buy things. What's the pain factor when you package something? These costumes are super easy. Uh, you have the Flash costume. You roll it up. You throw it into a bubble mailer. You can get them for free just about anywhere. And it's done. It takes you 2 minutes at the most. So that's another thing you have to think of, compared to a VCR, which you have to make sure is padded all around. You have to make sure it has foam on top, bubble wrap, so that it can survive its trip. All right, let's get back into it. All right, and there you have it. $361 profit. To be honest, I was hoping to get at least $400 from this purchase. Anywhere from $400 to $500 was my goal. And I was surprised that more costumes didn't sell, to be honest. There was a few costumes that were in this mix that were brand new that are worth $60 to $70. So if I would have sold one of those, that would have got me over $400. And they are going to sell. I'm obviously not going to give those away. I'm just going to hold on to them. They take up no space. They're the easiest things to store. So it's going to be a sale in the future. I have a bunch of Flash costumes, a bunch of Spot costumes still left over. Probably just going to give those away and create space for other clothing items. So overall, not bad. $361 profit. Total time to actually go through all the costumes, You're going to take pictures, right? You're going to have to go through every one. You're going to have to look at the size. You're going to have to look to see if there's any tears, rips, stains. These are all pretty much new costumes. There were a few things that did have little minor stains here and there. So you just have to figure out how much time you're going to have to take to go through all these, right? And take pictures. And there's a whole bunch of costumes. I would say this probably took me about, it's hard to estimate. I would say maybe 4 to 5 hours to go through everything. So you figure $361 for a full day's worth of work. Not too bad. Always try and hit about 200 a day. That's always a good target for a profitable flipper. So I really hope this helped you guys. I'm going to be doing a lot more of this stuff in the future. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe if you're interested in this type of thing. I'm going to be doing a lot of theories on flipping, what to look for, what to stay away from, on and on and on, just a whole educational experience to help you get started. Or if you have been doing this type of thing, maybe it can give you some new ideas or some new ways to do things to make your flipping life easier. Okay, guys, take care. See you in the next one. Bye.